Hello and welcome to the Surprisingly Sober Podcast. I'm Taryn. This is Trevor right next to me, glaring at me because of what happened off camera.
Taryn can go fuck himself.
This is true. And we're 7 episodes deep into sober. How you feeling? How's sobriety treating you?
It's not. Sobriety is so far away right now. I get drunk and spew hate.
Has it ever crossed your mind to be like sober? Like ever? Like just have you ever been like?
I mean, I'm sober most of the day, so.
No, I mean like to go full sober.
What's the point? Life's a joke. Laugh a little.
I laugh a lot.
Yeah, and it's scary. I didn't like that. Don't do that either. Okay, all right. Taryn's all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
All I've had is that one Red Bull you gave me. I didn't have any other caffeine today.
Really?
Which is an all-time low for me.
Okay.
Good pop punk band. Probably never gonna review them.
Jesus, I'm burpy.
Yeah, probably all the beer.
Yeah, I'm in.
How was your pizza you cooked, Trevor?
Trevor's
turning into quite the little chef.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah. You're obviously the chef of the house. You know all the cute little words, and you make me call you chef in the kitchen. It's weird.
No, I don't. I literally told you not to do it.
It's so fun.
Yes,
chef.
Okay, fine. Next time you're working on like
I made a pizza, and I bought that pre-made dough stuff, but it wasn't very good. The dough.
Yeah.
It was like a good pizza.
I've heard I think it's Trader Joe's.
I've heard Trader Joe's has the best one.
Their dough is like
that's
fucking crazy.
One of my coworkers was telling me that Trader Joe's has the best one. I think we're gonna need to go to Trader Joe's.
Also, I feel like you just need to up your tomato sauce game. Just using straight tomato sauce.
Oh yeah. I thought that was like it was liquidy, and I didn't like that.
If you're doing like I think it's pronounced margarita, but I'm not sure because I'm kind of stupid.
Margarita.
Pizza, like the traditional Italian, they use raw tomato sauce, but like it works for what they're doing. But I definitely think you want something a little bit more roasty. We'll look into it. We'll get you situated
tomatoes.
Like just have a day where we make just a bunch of tomato sauce for use.
A day where we start a pizzeria. When the moon hits your eye.
Okay, let's not do this fucking shtick. Anyways, I'm drinking blueberries and milk and whey. And
dude, you're drinking it out of a fucking measuring cup. You look like a goddamn fucking psycho. You're like one of those guys who carries around a fucking empty milk jug full of water.
Dude, I did that for a long
time. Yeah, I know you did. What guy hasn't?
And now my coworker bought me a half-gallon water bottle to carry around. What a bro.
You look like a goddamn fucking psycho. You're drinking it out of a fucking measuring cup.
Because I just stick the immersion blender in and just... That looked weird on camera.
Of you jerking off?
Yeah, just fucking getting
it's just natural for you. Do you rest your elbow on your hip like that when you jerk off?
No.
I feel like I need to lift my elbow off so I can get more like... I like a wave, you know? Get that
well, no, moving. Like I keep it on my knee and then I'm right here, you know? Then I just...
Just right in your face?
Yeah, hit
the bottom of the chin? Yeah. Uppercut.
Alright, do we have anything we want to talk about?
We just kind of shoot the shit. There actually is one thing that I saw an article for. It's actually a local thing. Not really local to us, but local in Oregon. Stop drumming. You're not fucking Travis Barker. So this isn't local to us, but it's local to Oregon. We're from Oregon. Yeah. Fuck off.
We live in the Portland metro area.
Just give them our fucking address.
2
707.
Oh dear.
There, figure out what street it is, bitch. So this was in Central Oregon, Bend, a place you've...
Yeah, I've been.
Like 2 times.
Yeah. It's a shithole. Why would you want to go more than once?
It's not. Bend is fun.
It's mediocre at best.
Oregon man sues alleging the doctor he went to for distress over his marital woes was having an affair with his wife. A Bend... This is on the Oregonian too, like the biggest newspaper in the state.
Was this like posted on r/not the Onion?
No, I found this on my Google News feed.
Damn.
So I beat Reddit to it. A Bend man was experiencing depression as a result of his failing marriage, so he went to his family physician, who counseled him on ways to improve his marriage and prescribed him marijuana and CBD.
What a bro.
I don't like when doctors do that. I am for the legalization of marijuana and all that shit.
Dude,
but I don't think that a doctor should be prescribing it like that.
I am so sick of... I feel like my biggest aversion to weed and stuff like that, just anything in that ballpark, is just the culture of people who think it, like, fixes everything.
Yeah.
You got a stomach ache, man? Man, I smoke weed and I just feel great after. Headache, man? Smoke weed. Depressed, man? Smoke weed. And it's like, I get it, you're addicted. It's not addictive, man. Well, you smoke it 4 fucking times a day. You spend $600 a week. Clearly there's a fucking problem. Anyway.
A few things, Taryn. It's not addictive. They just like the way that like...
Yeah, that's called being addicted. I'm addicted to video games.
You can it doesn't have addictive properties.
Yeah,
like,
but
it's
they're
not
still
like
addicted.
you don't get withdrawal.
Yeah, but they're still addicted. I'm addicted to video games. I don't get withdrawals from not playing video games, but I get like I want to play video games all the fucking time. And
also, weed is not that expensive.
Okay, if you're smoking it 4 times a day and each session you're smoking like a solid amount, that's easily like...
How much is a solid amount, Darren?
I don't fucking know.
Never smoked weed. Exactly.
I knew how much my roommate was spending on it in college.
Well, that was after it was legal.
Yeah. She was spending like $4.50 a week on weed.
But then she was dealing. She was selling to underage kids because...
No. She just was always high. It was absurd.
That is incredible that someone can spend that much. So anyway, there's more to this story that actually is kind of funnier. So the patient now claims in a lawsuit that all along the doctor was having an affair with his wife. So the patient was a local musician, and he's filing for $2.9 million. So obviously he's a failed musician. So I want to get to the part here.
Jeez, just kick the man while he's down. This doctor was fucking his wife.
He's a fucking failed musician. So he went to the doctor because he was depressed. And this doctor is a different kind of doctor. Apparently he is like he's a board certified doctor. He prescribed the musician herbs and breathing techniques for his depression in addition to marijuana and CBD. I feel like he's just fucking loading up the fucking cannon and shooting it and being like, one of those will work, you know?
And either way, like, but none of those are actual, like,
for depression, no. I like the breathing techniques. That'll help you calm down and shit like that. But I don't think overall it's great. I think it's a momentary thing. But I'm not a doctor. Neither is this fucking guy. So in addition...
Okay, but we're also comparing ourselves to a dude who is fucking another dude's wife. So I think we're in the clear.
Yeah, cheaters are awful.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that after this. I'm just going to say this real quick. Dear. In addition to traditional medicine, the doctor offers patients a range of holistic alternatives, according to his website. He's trained to perform acupuncture, which I don't believe in, osteopathic manipulation, don't know what that is, and biodynamic cranial osteopathy. What the fuck is that? He is also a certified laughter yoga leader.
This dude just sounds like he's fucking full of shit.
What the fuck is laughter yoga? Like, is that like where you're doing yoga and then fucking there's a stand-up comedian up there just fucking like, oh, look at Karen's moose knuckle.
No, I think it's when it's like the yoga class is like led by a fat guy who's really struggling to do the poses he wants you to do.
I don't trust male yoga instructors.
Oh yeah, they're definitely fucking like a solid third of the class. Well, they're just chatting their way through.
I know you hate documentaries, but there was that one on Bikram yoga which was like the pinnacle of yoga. Like at its highest popularity, it was like hot yoga kind of a thing.
All right.
And he was a piece of shit. He was like fucking broads left and right.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to say that? I don't care. I'm drunk. I can't be held liable.
Okay,
yes, I can. I'm sorry.
So, he is fucking broads because...
Don't say it. I know where you're going.
No, because solid bet most of them are married. And if you're cheating, you're allowed to use any derogatory term about the cheaters.
Okay, so that brings us to our next point. Cheating.
If someone cheats, you can say every word is fair game except for one.
And that's the word that no white person can say.
Yeah. That is the only word off the table, but you could call them a cunt, whore.
Bitch.
Yeah, like, they can't just be like, that's derogatory towards women.
Sea donkey.
No, nope, you lost your derogatory card.
Can you call them a cunty sea donkey?
Sure.
I like that word, sea donkey.
And if you're in a gay relationship, well, you can say that one too.
What? I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. You're trying to do it, but you failed. There it is. Peak that mic.
It didn't actually peak. It wasn't that loud. Look at that. Look at that. I'm the bottom one. I'm
always
the bottom with you.
All right.
Cheating, hey? Yeah,
So,
cheating. You know.
So, I'll start with my little bitch-ass cheating story. In high school, I was dating this girl. And we worked
are you going to make me talk about it?
Yeah, I'm going to make you talk about it. And then when you decide to ever talk about what you wanted to talk about earlier.
Okay.
So in high school, I was seeing this girl. We worked at an ice skating rink together.
What was her name?
I'm not going to say her name.
You don't have a joke?
The cheating whore?
No, like Moriarty. Like.
Well, they have the same name.
Oh, okay.
So my Moriarty.
You're Moriarty.
My Moriarty is the shitty one from the Robert Downey Jr. movies.
Oof.
Yours is the good one from...
Mine's
Andrew Scott.
Andrew Scott, yeah. I always want to say Adam Scott.
Adam Scott is good, but not...
He would be a great Moriarty because it would be so awkward.
So, yeah, we worked at this ice skating rink, and we're like, this guy starts coming in to the ice skating rink like every night and flirting with her, like, and I'm there too. I'm like 17, and I'm like, this is getting weird. And then she like I find out they're like hanging out.
Oh Jesus!
And I was like, oh, this is fucking stupid. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? And she's like, I don't think we're gonna work out. I'm like, well, obviously. And then they date, and we work together for a while, and then after 2 weeks. They fucking she comes running back to me. And I'm like, I guess so. But it was weird. And we weren't really dating. We were kind of friends. Fuck buddies. And then a month later, she ends up getting together with her best friend who ended up knocking her up. And now all her dreams have failed and she lives in Idaho.
Ew.
Yeah, I hope she sees this because she's a cunt.
Sounds like a cunt.
Although it also sounds like I dodged a fucking bullet like Neo.
So I have a kind of a public service announcement in the form of 2 cheating stories combined. Ooh. So at no point have I ever gone through someone's phone. That is just off the table for me.
Yeah.
If I find out other ways, then I'll address it, but I'm never going to invade someone's privacy. But just ruins everything you just said. Yep. So, Valhalla had a very...
Valhalla was the girl that you were engaged to, very briefly.
Yes. So, she had a very specific swipe pattern, and I knew what the swipe pattern was.
Because you guys have been together for a while.
Yeah, and she was okay with me can you respond to this text to my mom while I'm getting ready? And she'd hand me the phone, and I'd do the swipe pattern. Around the same time she started cheating, she had a completely different swipe pattern that was a lot more technical. I kind of saw and I was just kind of
But you didn't find out about the cheating until after.
So I kind of just made a comment about it, and she was like, "Oh, I just thought it was a good time for a change." Why? No one knows your swipe code. Oh, it's just good to change it up, and it's because you're texting someone and you know you don't want me to see it. And then the same exact, well, not same exact thing happened with another girl I dated, who I can't think of a pun for at this time. She just never had a password on her phone. Suddenly she had a 6-digit like code for her phone and asked like, hey, what's that about? And it was surprise because she was talking to a guy and sending him nudes. And it was just like, so guys, if a girl suddenly just for no actual reason starts changing their passwords on all their stuff, be suspicious. Don't assume they're cheating, but be suspicious.
My password, I mean, my phone has the fingerprint.
I know what my password is.
Well,
So
that
then-
was cool. No one saw
It's
that.
off
but I
camera.
did. Oh, you're expecting a package.
On Friday.
What'd you order?
I got 4 things coming in this package.
Oh, okay.
A sweatshirt.
So it's a big package.
Yeah, it is.
It's gonna be
a
delivered to
sweatshirt, a shirt, shorts, and a jacket.
Okay, so it's not a big package. It's actually going to be a very small package.
And it'll be like,
Okay, but yeah, anyway.
So
cheating whores.
Cheating whores. So I was happy once.
We all
for
were.
like the first 2 years of this relationship.
We all
So,
were before this year.
I mean, there's not really just much story to tell. So
Well, say what happened afterwards.
okay.
You found out that she was cheating on you.
Okay, so there's a stream of funny events.
Everything about your life is a stream of funny events, Taryn.
That is fair. So, I'm seeing this girl. We move in together. Get engaged. All that stuff. She cheats. We break up. She didn't tell me she cheated. She didn't tell me. I didn't find out either. I assumed she did, but I never had any proof, never found out. So I didn't try to be like, this is because you're cheating on me. Like, I wasn't just going to, like, start making broad accusations. I was just like, fine, we're done. Good day.
I said good day.
So I was at work, and she was like, hey, don't come home until, like, 2 or something. I was off at noon. But I was like, oh, I'm going to come get my gym shorts and drop off my groceries that I bought for dinner. And then I'm going to go to the gym anyway. So I did that. But she was waiting outside with the gym shorts, gave them to me, and took the groceries and went inside. Like, she met me, like, in the driveway.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah.
And why did she do that, Taryn?
So I go to the gym, work out. I 100% knew, like, it just had all the vibes of she was going to break up with me. So I texted one of my coworkers and was like, hey, I think my girlfriend's about to break up with me. Want to hang out if she does? Because I knew what was happening. I'm not dumb. I knew this coworker had a crush on me. And
so problematic, but we'll unpack that later.
So I go back to the house. Everything's packed up. She tells me we're done.
She packed up your shit.
Yeah, she packed up all my shit, told me
kicks you out.
Yeah. And so I'm just like, whatever, go fuck yourself. You're a piece of shit, and I hate you. Get my shit and leave. Have the friend come over. We go out to a movie. I think we saw Spider-Man 1 Homecoming. I'll have to look at release dates to figure out what came out was out around July 2nd, 2017.
Yeah.
Because, and I know that date because we were leaving the next day to come up to where we're at now in this area because we were going to stay at a friend's for the 4th of July. So.
And I remember because on July 5th, you texted me.
Hey, you want to move in together?
Yeah, and I was across the country, and that's how we ended up here. Don't do that. I'm moving out. I'm packing up all your shit.
Damn it! Again!
so sorry.
Okay, so fast forward. I'm on Tinder, dating around and stuff, just having a good bachelor boy lifestyle. And I match with this girl. I'm like, okay.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Okay. So I go over to her. We go on 2 dates. And now it's the point where I go back to her place. So I knew very little about this girl other than she went to the same college that I went to.
Mm-hmm.
Go into her apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Which, she lived in the same apartment complex as Moriarty. And that never came up. And I'm very thankful that, like, those
see each other in
paths never
passing?
crossed. Yeah.
Taryn?
What?
What are you doing here? Who are you fucking?
Which one? There's a lot of college kids who live in these apartment house things.
Yeah, fuck Ashland.
Well, it's Talent, just north of.
Yeah, it burned down.
Yeah. Nope. That entire complex is fine.
Oh, yeah,
Everything
yeah.
around it burned down. Though it was fucking eerie.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Anyway, so oh shit! I think I just kind of doxed the one thing that didn't burn down in Talent.
Who cares?
Anyway,
No one's listening.
so true. So I go over to her place and we go into her room and I look up and I see a whiteboard of like her schedule for the week. And it says the name of the a cappella group my ex was the leader of. Was, yeah, not anymore. And I'm just like, and it says meeting like 3:30 or something. And I'm just like, oh, so you're in that group. I don't want to say the name. I don't want to dox them. And
Well, yeah, she's not in it anymore.
yeah.
Fuck
And
her.
she was like, oh yeah, have you seen us perform? A couple times. And so I just didn't say anything about it. And then I kind of the devil on my shoulder spoke a little louder than the angel up my ass.
Is that where you keep yours?
Yeah, dude. He tickles my prostate.
What he does. Castiel
So
was gay.
I'm like, yeah, so you guys are really good. Like, you guys have great soloists. That's what I said. And she was one of the soloists, my ex. And she was like, oh yeah, so-and-so's good, so-and-so's good. My ex has been a bit moody lately, but she just went through a rough breakup, so I'm trying to like be nice, but she's been a bitch lately. And I'm just like, oh really? Like she went through a breakup, like a bad one? She was like, yeah, it was like real bad on both parts. She thought he was cheating, and so she's been sleeping with one of her coworkers for like the past few months now, and like she finally like kicked him out of the place and everything. And I was like, oh well, if it ever brings up, you could tell her I wasn't cheating.
oh.
And like the color drained from her face. And she was like,
Oh.
you're the ex? And I'm like, yep. It's with her for 3 years, or 3.5, 4 years. And
I hate it when people use that as an excuse to cheat.
yeah, oh, I think you're cheating, so instead of addressing it, I'm just going to assume. You want to know why she thought I was cheating?
Why is that?
Because as a going away gift from the store that the girl, I was working at Fred Meyer Jewelers at the time, and one of my coworkers, she was cute. She gave me a BoJack Horseman Funko Pop. Funko Pop.
Pop Funko? Funko Pop. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, they're garbage.
They're not.
We keep buying them.
Yeah, we have so many.
And she bought me that as a going away gift. So, cheating, clearly. She knows my favorite show that I never shut the fuck up about. And so, she took that as, I must be a deviant person. Which I am, but for other reasons.
Yeah, you're not a cheater.
Yeah.
And if you like,
Oh, that transitions into a fun story.
well,
but
if you
but yeah. So I find out, and so fast forward about 3 weeks. I stopped seeing the girl because I was like, hey, this is kind of just weird. Like like you're in the same acapella group as my my major ex. Like if we dated for like 2 weeks and then we broke up, I wouldn't care if you're in an acapella group with that, But it's like, this is just weird. I'm done. And
because if you kept dating, you would have had to have seen her.
so a few weeks later, so I see her at the store with the guy, and he kind of like notices the situation's weird and kind of scurries away, and she's like, oh hey, how's it going and stuff. I'm like, hey, oh, so is that the new boyfriend? Yeah, cool. Yeah, well, good luck not cheating on this one. And then walked away, and she like tried to like stammer like, I didn't like kind of like was at a loss for words. So I got that one off. And that was good. That made me feel good.
That is a good way to go.
And now she's single because the guy left her, took the dog, and left her with the house.
And what are you gonna do about it, Taryn?
Let's not talk about that. I'm gonna kill her.
Fuck.
No, I just saw that because of a mutual friend posting about it, and I laughed pretty fucking hard.
I will never date. If I find out someone cheated on one of their previous exes, I would break up with them or not date them. I think that is a shitty thing to do. I think that is one of the worst things to do in a relationship.
When
Really
I was pretty. It's not even in the shot. When I was banging around with good old Princess Leia, I didn't know for like the first month that she was in a relationship.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, she was living with the guy, too.
Oh, and then, do you want to tell that story? Of how that relationship ended?
Oh, man, that's a rough one. Wait, first, can I tell the other cheating story?
What? How many cheating stories do you have? Hit the button.
This one's the dishes one.
The dishes one?
So Trevor and I have lived together for quite some time, and at times we've had roommates. We've had a few roommates.
We've had 2.
3.
Oh yeah, I forgot about her because I only saw her 5 times in the 6 months she lived with us.
Oh, I thought you were forgetting about Mads. I don't have a good nickname for her.
What do you mean? She was my girlfriend.
Well, no, I mean, like, I was thinking that, like, you didn't, like, really kind of consider her a roommate because you were in a relationship. Like,
no, she was a roommate.
Okay.
But, the other one, the fucking New Delhi.
Yeah.
Which is, okay, I just figured that sounds really racist. She was white, and her name was the country that New Delhi is from. She wasn't Indian. Her name was India.
What next? Are we just gonna like start referring to her as "Welcome to tech support"?
I didn't say that. You did.
Yeah, I know, but it's funny.
Jesus Christ, Taryn.
They're technologically smart.
We're gonna start calling you Anchorage, you fucking Eskimo.
Eskimo cowboy.
Hyper. Sexy and I like it.
You don't know the words.
I don't, but it's catchy.
So we had this terrible fucking roommate. And I was dating this dummy at the time, and I realized the air's in my way. Yep. And she's the first Wyoming. I have 2 Wyomings that I can talk about.
Just tell the story.
And so Trevor and I had a nice steak dinner. We had some steak and potatoes. Good night.
Taryn likes to make me dinner. He's a good girlfriend.
I do. I cut it for him too. Like cut it on the bias.
I love it so much too.
And so we eat our dinner, watching some Supernatural, which just ended. Great finale.
I'm gonna cry if I think about it. But
and so then when we're done, we set the dishes in the sink. Everything's in the sink. The one pan, one pot, forks, knives, all that stuff is in the sink, and we just start playing some Call of Duty. Sitting there having the time of our lives playing fucking Call of Duty. World War II?
Yeah. The good one.
Yeah. Modern Warfare was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, the new one's fun. Cold at War. Cold War. Doesn't look so great. But anyway.
Yeah.
Continue with your cheating stories.
Our roommate, Steph Curry, comes in through the door.
Dropping dimes.
Far from a dime.
No, I mean like 3s.
Yeah, I know. But Jesus. Saying she was fugly.
She's a sea donkey.
And so she comes home holding a bag of Burger King and a drink, and is mad at us that because the kitchen is a mess, it wasn't. She can't make herself dinner, so she had to get McDonald's. And it's like, well, you just came from work. You stopped at McDonald's on your way home from work. You came home, or Burger King, you already had the food. You already walked into this house planning on not cooking. You were just hoping that the kitchen would be a mess so that you had an excuse to be a fat fuck. Because you were a fat fuck. So her response to the kitchen being a mess was to find my then girlfriend on Facebook, send her a message saying, "Hey, Terrence cheating on you." I wasn't. And that led to a fallout of sorts. Me and the girl broke up because she didn't believe me.
She's also fucking like 18.
No, she wasn't.
19.
She was 22.
Well, I mean, this was back when I was 22. No, she was young.
Dude, she could drink. We went to a bar on one of our first dates.
Oh, whatever. Remember you could go to bars?
Yeah.
But
those were the good old days.
Well, she was definitely like ditzy blonde.
Oh yeah, she was a fucking dunce.
That's a word that people need to say more. You're gonna do that. You're gonna flick your microphone.
No, like the cover on it's coming off.
But anyway,
it's weird. Yeah.
Yeah. So that happened. That was your other cheating story that didn't actually happen.
Yeah.
So cheating is bad, and I don't think I'll ever date anyone if I ever find out they cheated. What about you? Like, if you get with a girl and she's like, I cheated, I just felt so bad about it, I'll never do it again. Would you date
If it happened before they were 21. Like, if it was like 5 years ago, and it was like, yeah, I cheated on my high school boyfriend, it's like, okay, yeah, I was a dipshit in high school too.
I don't know. I mean, it's like one of those things, like,
it's
once a cheater,
area.
always a cheater for me.
Yeah.
And that brings me to my next point. That's something that I can talk about since Taryn's been talking so fucking much.
Oh, I'm sorry that I had some stories. I didn't even want to tell the fucking...
Yeah, we had to restart the whole fucking podcast because you didn't want to tell that story. And then you ended up telling it anyway.
I didn't tell it to its fullest, but...
No, you didn't, because you don't want to share your life with me.
I already told you. I don't want to tell...
Anyway,
like our two viewers.
This brings me to my next point. I won't date a cheater. I also won't date anyone who has or has had an OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah. That's fair.
I have nothing against it. If people are willing to pay for it, go right ahead. I will never, ever pay for it. Because first of all, fucking free on the internet.
My hair's fine. Cool.
No one asked. I just want to point that out that no one asked if your hair was good. I didn't hear you ask. You just answered. You answered.
Well, because you were too busy talking over my interrupting.
Exactly. Your hair looks fantastic. Which we'll talk about that in a bit because I want to unpack that as well.
God, can you stop saying that? Unpack that.
I love saying it. I hate when
we need to unpack your toxic masculinity.
Yeah, we actually probably do.
Yeah.
So, OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
I have no problem with it. If there's a market out there for whatever you're selling, sell it, girl.
Yeah.
Or guy. Sell it.
So, a streamer I'm a huge fan of.
Belle Delphine.
No, Valkyrae.
Valkyrae.
She constantly gets... she's hot.
Yeah, she is.
Fucking adorable.
I've seen you watching...
her playing Among Us with Corpse and Sykkuno.
Yes, and there's a blanket over your lap for some reason.
Yeah, because of Sykkuno and Corpse's relationship being so damn sexy.
Okay, continue.
And so she constantly just gets barraged with, when are you going to start an OnlyFans? When are you going to start an OnlyFans? OnlyFans, question mark? OnlyFans. And she's like, guys, I'm never going to do that. Like, that is, like, not who I am. And if, like, somehow YouTube streaming and gaming and all this stuff just suddenly stopped working out for me, I would just go get a, quote, real job. Like, I'm not going to do an OnlyFans. And it's weird how, like, society, like, internet society, not real society, because let's face it, they're very different things, how people pretend life works, like, kind of acts like, in order to be an empowered woman, you have to be okay with posting your sexuality. And if you're not doing it, you're kind of subtly slut-shaming. And it's like this weird thing of, like, where now it's like...
And you're submitting to the patriarchy.
Yeah, and it's like... it's their body and they can do what they want with it. And it's my body and I can give it to whoever I want to give it to.
Which, I just want to throw this out there. Correct me if I'm wrong when I say... You're wrong. This is just a broad brush that I'm painting with. Say 95% of the people, the creators on OnlyFans are women, and 95% of the subscribers on OnlyFans are men. Or genderless, I don't know, but disgusting.
No, that'd be
toxic
fair.
masculinity men.
Yeah.
are the subscribers.
I would say that's...
I would say that is probably pretty accurate.
Yeah. Also, there are, like, tons of OnlyFans accounts that have, like, less than 10 patrons. So some people constantly advertise, like, I'm in the top 5% of OnlyFans. It's like, if you have more than 20 followers, you're close to the top 5% of OnlyFans. Because people think, like, oh, if I just start an OnlyFans, I'll be rich. And it's like, no, you also have to be really attractive and be good at marketing.
So
Belle Delphine's a genius.
Oh, God, yeah, dude. Listen to... I don't think you did, but...
I'm not going to.
Listen to the official podcast.
She knows how to market.
She marketed the shit out of herself.
Oh, yeah.
They asked her, like, they just jokingly asked her, like, have you ever, like, you know, like, gotten, like, you know, involved with, like, a fan? And she, of course, is like, oh, yeah, there's this one guy who I got, like, you know, like, he paid for, like, a Skype call, and then it, like, you know, it turned into, like, me asking him to Skype. And, like, oh, all these fucking incels and neckbeards are getting fucking hard hearing that. And then she goes on to say that her ideal man, she's not, like, attracted to, like, you know, like looks like normal attractiveness, like Taryn. She's attracted to someone who's funny. And oh my god.
So also Taryn.
Yeah. But like all these incels and neckbeards are just got so goddamn hard they're fucking just creaming their jorts. It's like, I'm funny. You can love me too. I'm funny. Have you seen my memes?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you memes that other people created and pretend that's me being funny.
And people think that is being funny.
Yeah.
Look at this meme that I just like. No, I just have access to funny things.
We're gonna open the can of worms on our toxic masculinity today. So,
but wait, no. I want to talk about the OnlyFans thing, and the only reason that I talk about the OnlyFans thing is because like 2 girls that I've matched with, and one went on a date with, they had OnlyFans, and this one girl like she matched with me, and then like. We started talking. She followed me on Instagram, and then I followed her back. And then I see that she posted on her Instagram story like a photo of her, and was like, "Check out my OnlyFans." And I was like, "Unfollow, delete your number. I'm fucking done." Like I have no problem with it, but it's just
apparently you do.
It's just not something that I want
to date.
Want to date?
Yeah.
Like, go ahead.
You can
do that.
You can argue evil patriarchy all you want, but I don't want like just. Literally anyone able to look at my girlfriend's nudes. Like, no, she's like not my property, but like we belong to each other. Like,
there has to be intimacy.
There's a traditionalist view there, sure, but it's like, no, I don't want her to just be available for anyone.
I feel like
I don't know.
It's like it takes away the intimacy of the physicalness. Yes. That girl will be, you know, you'll be intimate emotionally and mentally, but like physically.
Well, but I'm only sleeping with you, but everyone's jerking off to you.
That same girl later posted on her Instagram live story, like, if I made you come, I'm expecting a Christmas present this year. And I was like, gross. Like, so look at her tree and it's fucking full.
I'll be friends with like someone that has an OnlyFans. I'm friends with strippers. I once went on a date with a girl who was a live cam model, and she invited me on. I said no. She offered to pay me half.
Jesus, your dick isn't that good, is it? Half. How much is half?
She said she usually got like anywhere from like $800 to $1,500 a night. She said we'd probably get more as a couple. Yeah.
Really?
Well, yeah, because like
more as a couple.
Well, think about it. You know, like, what do you watch a girl sit there and finger herself, or do you watch them getting fucked more?
Getting fucked more. I don't like.
Well, there you go.
It's weird.
There you go.
Sorry, Dad.
You don't like watching your dad jerk off? What no. are you talking about?
We're talking about this, and I'm like, my dad's probably gonna watch at some point. So I'm just like, every time I talk about something dark and dirty,
dirty. Man, what can of worms was I gonna open? Toxic masculinity. I forget now.
Good. We probably shouldn't open the toxic masculinity can of worms. I'm fucking drunk.
No, it's something about dating. Oh yeah, I remembered. So
Oh, that was probably that slurp.
it's like everyone's looking for someone funny. No one wants to date someone who's unfunny.
Well, Taryn, what's funny? What's funny?
We're not doing this.
What's funny? What's funny? What's funny? Oh, we had to have our one Bo Burnham reference.
Okay, fine.
Bo Burnham reference.
Fine. You got it. Okay. Can we move on to what I'm talking about?
So like
everyone wants someone to be funny. Like that just goes without saying. Like you don't want someone who's just a stick in the mud. And everyone kind of just like expects you to be spontaneously funny, like over text. Like I'm not just gonna start telling you jokes. Like kind of like being funny is something that just like happens mostly in real life. Like like just being funny. Like there's no tone. There's no like entertainment value out of texting.
Your and my humor is very sarcastic, and we're not going to put /s at the end of everything because no one knows what that means. Only people who frequent Reddit too much do.
And so it's kind of annoying because like a lot of people because of COVID are so hesitant to date now and stuff like that, but they still expect to be like reaching this level of entertainment in a way. And so many people think sending memes is the equivalent to them being funny. And it's like, no, like being funny is something that happens like organically while you're talking to a person.
I think memes show you that person's sense of humor.
Yeah, but it doesn't show you that they're capable of being that sense of humor.
If someone sent me like a bunch of like deep fried memes, fucking bye-bye.
I would immediately give that person anything they want.
Well, no, I find them funny, but if that's like the thing that they're like, I want to show this person that. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
I want someone who frequents prequel memes.
Oh my god.
I want Obi-Wan Kenobi more in my life because you know how much I have a boner for Ewan McGregor.
The girl I matched with today, one of her things said that she loved Harry Potter, Marvel, and Star Wars, and I was like, sign my ass up.
Yeah, but these fucking girls are into the fucking sequels, and we all know those are shit. Tell me
they are. Tell you one sequel that's good. Okay, I got this one under control.
The Mandalorian. Mandalorian's so fucking good.
It's the best Star Wars.
I would probably say right now with the story that they're going with, yes.
I'm so excited for Ahsoka. I hope they sex her up well. I want to jerk off to live action Ahsoka.
Because cartoon wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Hit the button. Just fucking hit the button, you.
Baldolphine, please love me.
No one likes that. She's also, she's cute, but
yeah, she's attractive, but she's not like mind-blowingly hot. She's not like Anne Hathaway.
What is? It's just because Anne Hathaway looks like your fucking ex that you were engaged to.
Who do you think? Who's your like biggest celebrity crush?
Margot Robbie.
Mine would probably be Anna Kendrick.
Margot Robbie. It's the Australian accent that gets me.
Dude, do you know what video gets me every time I see it? When Chris Hemsworth shows up on the news and does the weather.
So bloody great.
Bloody, yeah.
Yeah, I'm cultured, Taryn. Thanks, mate.
You're about as cultured as the yogurt fucking smoothie I drank.
Okay, American people who say mate or cheers can go fuck themselves.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Nope, you can't say that. That's not your thing. You say, thanks, pal.
Thanks, bud.
Thanks, chief.
Do you know what word we did invent?
Don't say it. I know what you're going to say. How many times can Taryn bring up the N-word in one podcast?
Whoa. I wasn't going to say the N-word.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say the N-word.
Oh, we're not funny.
We are not funny.
We're very problematic.
Yeah, we are.
So
wanna know why?
Why?
Because we're drinking.
We are?
I'm drinking smoothies.
Yeah. Is that yogurt fermented? Jesus. Anyway,
the signature catchphrase of this podcast. Anyway, just kind of a nervous.
Surprisingly, anyway.
Yep.
Taryn's about to say something really bad. Anyway.
Surprising segue.
Surprising segue.
I would never say it on the podcast.
Wow. Wow.
I'm glad you caught that.
Yeah, I've been around you long enough to know. 16 years, in fact.
Yeah?
I've done my time. 13 years of it in Azkaban.
Yeah, but your soul isn't what I'm sucking.
Oh,
that's insulting to gay people, man.
Oh, that was something that I heard. So Anne Hathaway, speak of the devil, she played a witch in some adaptation of a Roald Dahl book. And in the book, the witches have 3 fingers. They have 3 fingers.
Okay.
And she had 3 fingers in the HBO movie. And she had to apologize. Because...
To who?
To people who have this congenital defect where their fingers get combined. So now they have 3 fingers.
So why is that her fault? Why is that her fault
apologized.
that either those people exist or that the author wrote it that way? None of that is her fault. She shouldn't have to fucking apologize for that.
Well,
that
she
is
did.
Bullshit.
For the emotional damage that she did to them.
Yeah.
Fucking
probably
bullshit.
because her fucking manager or agent told her to.
Taryn, do you want to make a bunch of money?
Sure.
You know what we should do? We should totally change up this podcast.
We should
just pander to conservatives. That is a market that is so easily exploitable.
Dude, we could just reference the movie Blazing Saddles 100 times an episode.
Just the first 5 minutes.
Bunch of Kansas City.
My favorite line. We just almost lost a $400 hand cart as they're sinking in the quicksand. That is a goddamn good movie.
Dude, it is.
Written by a Jew.
Yeah.
You know what's weird? Is if you're not Jewish, it's weird if you just say, look at the Jew.
Yeah.
You have to be like, look at the Jewish person.
I mean, yeah.
You shouldn't say that, just in general.
I mean, like, that just goes with aim race. So, hey, look at the black. Like,
well, black isn't a race. African.
He could be Islander. You're assuming now.
Which island?
White isn't a race either. You're not going to be like, Caucasian. Oh, look at the Irish.
Look at that ginger fuck. You can say that.
Yeah. Gingers are the one race that's okay to make fun of still, right?
Well, I mean, white people.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they're like, you know, like how just throughout history, there'll always be like a race that's like the popular race to make fun of at the time. Like the anti-Semitic stuff from like Walt Disney and stuff like that. I feel like gingers are the one that's like still fair game. The minority that you're still allowed to make fun of.
For now.
Yeah. Well, they're fine. They're dying off. I always love reading those articles that are like, gingers are going to go extinct in this year. No, they're not.
No, they won't.
If you go to Ireland or Scotland, you see so many gingers just walking around and holding hands, and you know they're going to go home, they're going to fuck, and they're going to make more gingers, okay?
Jesus.
The gingers are not coming to a fucking end anytime soon. We'll have to exterminate them manually, okay?
I'm so glad the lighting does not show any red in my beard. It's blonde. I'm blonde. I'm Norwegian. I don't know if I'm Norwegian or not.
Are you ever... I feel like your dad would do 23andMe. Hi, Dad.
No, he hasn't done that, but he did do our ancestry, like our family tree, and look back at it, and I am Scottish.
You gonna get a kilt?
I was going to.
And then that girl stopped talking to you?
Yeah. Miss Pond.
Oh, it was her.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was her. I'm sorry for bringing her up.
Please come back.
Don't come back. He's better off without you. You're a garbage piece of shit.
Well, I mean, for ghosting me, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was kind of my fault.
Yeah, it was your fault, but I'm trying to gas you up to be the better of the two.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, man, sorry. I felt feelings, and I was like, we've only gone on 2 dates. This is weird. I probably need to take a little break. And she's like, yeah, that sounds cool. Don't lose my number. And I didn't. And then she just fucking never...
I feel like it was just the combination of she probably didn't believe you. Probably just thought like you lost interest.
I think that too.
And I feel like you texted her again like too soon.
I think that too.
Yeah.
I think
you
it was
made
like
all the wrong decisions.
I made all the mixed signals. Like,
yeah.
if there's like ladies, look out for mixed signals. This would be like the quintessential like PowerPoint presentation of mixed signals. And it's like, no, they were all the same signal. I was just don't know how to interpret my feelings because I'm in lesbians with you. That was a great reference.
You know, I think we might need to scrap this episode. We have said so much problematic shit.
We haven't. What have we said that's problematic other than you trying to say the N-word?
I didn't try. I'm never going to say it. I'm not PewDiePie on the bridge.
I mean, he came back.
Yeah, true.
If PewDiePie can come back, you sure as hell can't.
Especially, like, he just went for it. Like, just, you fucking...
Yeah, he hard-arred it. Why doesn't we talk about that? And the Jeffrey Epstein thing no one talks about.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a joke at this point.
How Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself?
Well, that and the PewDiePie thing.
So, when you say Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself, do you mean he is still alive or someone else killed him? Which do you think is the...
No, he's dead.
You think he's dead?
Yeah. They've had... Like there was a big like celebrity autopsy guy or something who like apparently did examine the body. He was hired.
Yeah, same thing happened with Sherlock. Everyone thought he was dead.
You think that Jeffrey Epstein is Sherlock? Is Sherlock level of smart?
No, well, I mean, like, you had to be pretty smart to like wrangle all those kids together. Like, how do you start that? Like, how do you just, like, suddenly just one day, like, I'm going to start a child pedophile sex ring. I'm just going to,
I think you ease into it. It's a lot like anal, Taryn.
I've never eased into anal. I just take it full force.
Do you? And how does that make you feel? Wait. Are you giving or are you taking?
I think you didn't hear me right there. I said I was taking it. That was the joke. That was the joke.
I wasn't listening. I don't really listen to what you say.
You look like a penis right now.
I know.
But you're my penis. You're all red and awkward.
And hairy.
No, I shave. I'm a clean
but
shaven. I'm smooth.
You're smooth. You dip it in there. Will that hurt?
I've heard some horror stories. I know someone who...
I can't tell my conditioner story because that was episode 1. Smells like conditioner.
Thanks for plugging our own podcast. No, I know someone who nared his butthole. Like, nared his butt. He said,
dudes who shave their butthole. Why are you gay?
I'm not gay.
I know. And I only say that because I know he does it. I know he does it.
Why do you know I do it, Trevor?
Because you talk about it a lot.
Wiping has never been easier.
How do you shave it, though? Like, do you get in there and, like, clean it before you put your shaver down there?
Yeah, I showered before.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, I mean, do you, like, take, like, a little extra time and clean?
Well,
knowing that you're going to shave?
So, I use exfoliating gloves.
Yeah, we talked about how you wipe your ass with gloves on your hand.
No, I use exfoliating gloves in the shower, and I just soap up, and I just, like, like...
Inside?
Yeah. Do you not get deep? Trevor, you gotta get deep.
You were, like, going full fingers in.
Well, no, like, I do, like, the side of my hand. Like, I don't, like... Like, no, like, I just, like, here's the cheek. Here's the cheeks. Here's the cheeks, okay? And I put the side of my hand in, but, like...
Okay, I just want to clarify. I just want to clarify that the motion you were doing, I thought you were putting your hand in your asshole.
No.
In your asshole, Taryn.
Like, here's the cheeks. Here's the cheeks. The butthole is at the palm of my hand. See?
I see.
See the butthole at the palm of my hand?
Yeah. Can I finger it?
Yeah.
You have such soft hands.
You fingered my metaphorical butthole.
And welcome to another Surprisingly Sober podcast. Because Taryn hates it when I start off the podcast with that crack of a can.
It's so dumb. It screams like early 2000s. I'm a huge fan of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like,
no, it doesn't.
I have a barbed wire fucking tattoo on my bicep.
I don't. But just think about getting one.
Yeah. No, dude, you gotta get the forest that starts from your wrist and goes up. And it's like trees and shit.
I'm from the Pacific Northwest, and I wear flannels and beanies. And
Thank you for parodying yourself.
I know.
And you drink a lot of IPAs there. Local.
Only
brews.
IPAs. Only craft brews because Pabst Blue Ribbon is dog shit.
Dude, I went to college with someone who was obsessed with Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yeah, for some reason. So,
like,
obviously, right now, if you're watching this, I look like a fucking hipster.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get into beanies because actually, I feel like I look good in them. Please tell me if I'm wrong because I don't want to look like a penis. This one does happen to be flesh colored, but luckily my flesh is pink.
And
so
also,
it's not the same.
Like, the head of my dick isn't this color. Like, that's not the color of the head of my dick.
Flesh?
Yeah.
What is the what shade would you say? Magenta?
A different shade of blue. Great album by Knocked Loose.
You almost said Knuckle Puck.
Yeah, I did almost say. That's a fun story I could tell in a second. No, it's like a slight like purplish hue to it.
Purple?
I don't know.
How hard are you choking that chicken?
Dude, I just need to find a porn star with the same dick as me so I could send it to you.
And not where I thought you were going, but okay.
Just so that I can just be like, hey man, this is everything you need to know.
I would do the same thing, but I don't think they make porn actors with that small dicks.
So,
they don't make them.
Right before the shutdown, I wanted to go to a concert. And
which shutdown? This shutdown or the previous shutdown?
The shutdown that stopped concerts.
Oh, so March 17th of 2020. Yeah. I remember.
So,
I think it was yesterday.
There's this one band I'm a huge fan of. They're called Knocked Loose. If you're a fan, they're hardcore punk, super heavy, screamy kind of band. Really heavy. And I saw a band that was touring called Knuckle Puck. My brain's stupid. So I thought it was that band. I thought it was Knocked Loose. I thought I was going to go hard. I was expecting, get some hits, some bruises and stuff.
Moshing?
Yeah. I expected to come home a little bruised up, So when I got to the a little bloodied up. Not my blood.
Okay, Chris.
And so I get to the concert and it's this band Knuckle Puck, who I'm a big fan of. And if you know them, they're like peak like emo pop punk, like I'm so sad and my life's depressed.
I'm so sorry.
But singing out of your nose instead of screaming it.
So Blink-182?
No. A little more angst than that, but...
So it's like Tom DeLonge and Kurt Cobain had a baby that started a band?
Yeah. That seems fair.
Blink Nirvana 182.
So, why do you hate Dave Grohl, Trevor?
Oh, I want to talk about this.
Oh, I didn't know this was a thing.
One of my prompts on the superb dating app Hinge, which we should be sponsored by.
It's the best dating app.
It is.
Please
I gotta say,
sponsor us just so I can have an unlimited membership.
We should send them something. Feel like we want to. Like we will send them this clip. Like we want to be sponsored by you.
But like the thing is,
we want to delete your app.
What do they gain from having like us promote them? Nothing. No one's watching us. That's the whole thing about.
Well, we go get some followers. Look, they're right over there, Taryn. Go get them.
Derek!
Derek doesn't exist. He's not real.
He isn't.
He's not our friend anymore.
He died back in 2004.
That was right when I met him.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
This whole time it's been a Fight Club.
Just some...
Trevor,
God.
Or Derek's my...
I'm Edward Norton. I thought I was Brad Pitt.
No, you're neither. You're just chilling. I'm the one fighting myself. Derek is me. I'm kicking the shit out of myself in a parking lot.
Can I be Helena Bonham Carter?
Yeah.
Wait, that means I fuck you.
Yeah.
Whoa. Never mind. I don't like this movie anymore. Can we be a different Ed Norton movie?
This movie. I don't like your fish.
I don't like your fish. Anyway, Hinge. Great dating app.
Best dating app.
It's the dating app meant to be deleted.
Yeah. It's the only one where it feels like I'm going to meet a girlfriend. All the other ones, I just am like, I'm just going to fuck you, aren't I?
But one of my prompts on there is that I think the Foo Fighters are a very overrated band. If you listen to Surprisingly Music, you'll know this, that I've talked about it several times. The Foo Fighters are very overrated. But Dave Grohl, great guy. I love Dave Grohl. He is the coolest motherfucker around.
Does he have a food truck?
I don't know. You would know that. You're the foodie.
Pretty sure he has a food truck
So
where he serves barbecue.
the Foo Fighters, it's just like that's your baseline of modern day rock.
To save me, looking for a sign of life, and it's like, dude, this
Just
is
it doesn't strike a chord anywhere in me, and you know that my favorite chord is the C chord. Okay,
mine's A minor.
I beating off in A minor. We can't have so many Bo Burnham references.
Yeah,
It's just gonna be surprisingly Bo Burnham.
dude. Bo, right here.
Get your giraffe
Dude,
ass over here.
We are
Sit
not
down.
going to have guests until Bo is our first guest.
Let's spam him on Twitter.
I thought you were gonna say let's spank on it. I don't know why.
Let's just videotape us jerking off to pictures of Bo Burnham.
Yeah, that'll get him to come on the podcast.
I would love to see Bo come. I don't want to see that giraffe boy come.
Do you think his dick is proportional to the rest of his body, or do you think he's average?
With his comedy genius, it's probably pretty small. Gotta
Yeah,
make up for it in other places. No, I'm just kidding. He's got a giant dick.
Yeah, like my fallback is how fucking stupid I am.
Fuck. Anyway, what we're talking about, Foo Fighters being overrated. Yeah. They just don't strike a chord for me anywhere.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
And I just don't know why, you know, man. It's just like they're talented musicians. They're doing a great job. I just don't know what it is about them, man. It's just...
Yeah.
And you and I are the biggest, like we love music. We talk about music too much. We literally have every other episode of this podcast is about us just taking an album and listening to it and appreciating it. I'm sure I could listen to a Foo Fighters album and appreciate it, but it just doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, it's
I feel the same way.
They're like that one porn, you know, they're like, it's like filler. You know, it's not the one that you're going to come to when you're going through the videos.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't really watch normal porn, so I don't know how to chime in on this one.
I don't know. Fucking, you're weird. Okay, man. This podcast has gone off the rails.
It really
all
has.
do. Okay? The Foo Fighters are overrated. Dave Grohl, please come and jam with us. Okay?
Your music sucks, but please come play it for us.
Well, your other band was really good. Which band was that, Taryn? Nirvana. Yeah, he was in another band. Did you know that?
No,
I didn't. He was a drummer.
Oh, I thought he was a vocalist first.
Nope.
Oh. What happened to the other vocalist? I heard he blew his vocal cords.
I think they were intact. He blew his brains out.
I'm trying to be funny.
Yeah, but you're not.
Damn it.
And I think this probably, we've been talking for a while.
Yeah, we have. Too long. This is more talking than I ever want to do to you again.
Hit the button real quick. And this will probably be the last thing we talk about.
Oh, Jesus.
I want to talk about Kurt Cobain. I think it's
You agree with his decision?
No. I think that... I don't think that Courtney Love had anything to do with his death.
You've turned a new leaf?
I feel like if she did, it would have been well planned. Like it would have been way easier. It would have been way easier to find out. Not well planned. It was just she's a fucking drug addict and a crazy like musician. Like they're all fucking crazy. Like she wouldn't have been.
She wouldn't have been smart enough to pull it off and fool everyone.
Yeah,
especially when there's like clear motive.
Oh yeah, and I've seen a couple documentaries that came out about it. Like there was this one private eye that was hired by Courtney Love that came out and said that he thinks that she did it, and like the whole documentary was about him and what he saw during the whole time. I think it was soaked in bleach is what I'm thinking of.
Just like my sheets.
Yeah, that's... Why are you soaking in bleach, Taryn?
So the black light no longer works on them.
Okay. Fucking weird. But I just don't feel like she could have done it. Also, that one song by Hole's really good.
Oh, Celebrity Skin.
Yeah.
It is a really good song.
I just don't think that she did, and I want to go on the record.
Do you think she ever banged Dave Grohl?
No.
Do you think that's
Dave
why
Grohl has taste?
Do you think that's why Kurt committed suicide? The two drummers in his life fucked.
No, I just said that I don't think that they did. That's like me going, Taryn, have you ever had a pear? And you go, no. Well, did you like the way it tasted? I've never had a pear. I don't know, Trevor. Don't fucking touch me. I swear to fucking God, I will shove my foot.
I'm gonna come to your side of the couch. So, Trevor,
Speaking of your microphone, if you're gonna do this bit, you stupid fucking.
Alright, so...
I'm so uncomfortable, and your white shirt is very reflective.
Wait. Okay, so this is what it would be like if we had a guest on. Yeah, this is kind of close. Like,
hi, Bo. How are you?
I'm good, Trevor. How are you?
I'm so scared. Get the fuck back on your side of the couch. This is awful. This is horrible podcasting. We should start the whole thing over. Why do you sit like that?
Because you told me to get away, so I'm sitting really far away.
Oh God. Okay. So yeah, I don't think Courtney Cobain. I don't think Courtney Love.
You think Courtney Love?
Courtney Love. I don't think Courtney Love killed Kirk.
I give up. Stop.
Lobain. I don't fucking know. I'm drunk. He's sober. Surprisingly sober. Yeah, this is fun. I like doing this. We should really try to get this to catch on. Please watch us. Please. No one's gonna watch us.
Dude, we just need to get some simps, okay?
We are the simps.
Damn it.
The Simps. Sons.
The Simpsons.
The Simpsons. What do you think about The Simpsons?
Don't like it.
There's been funny moments.
Incredibly original and smart, but I just do not enjoy it.
I am very smart.
No, the creators are actually very smart.
No, the fans. The fans are what makes the fans are what ruins
just
things.
like Rick and Morty.
I can't get into Rick and Morty.
I watched the first 2 seasons and it was really good and I enjoyed it, but the fans are garbage. The show isn't that smart. You are not that smart for getting the show. It is the combination of Big Bang Theory level smart and Family Guy humor, and you're garbage for thinking you're above that.
Yeah, my thing is you're watching it thinking that you're a fucking genius now. It's
I'm so smart because I get this basic chemistry reference.
And it's no. Oh yeah, I watch Doctor Who. I know how space works.
Yeah.
It's no.
Well, I would say a lot of Doctor Who fans also think they're very smart.
Yes.
I think I'm a moron and I understand that shit. So what does that say about your garbage fucking show?
Yeah.
That I just said I liked.
Which one?
Rick and Morty and Doctor Who.
I have not watched any Rick and Morty, so I don't know. I won't say anything about the show. I just know that the fans are awful. Most of the fans are awful. If you like Rick and Morty and you're attracted to me for some reason, please hit me up.
Oh, you mean like your ex?
Did she like Rick and Morty?
Yeah, we watched it together twice.
Oh. Well then.
Did you like BoJack Horseman?
Yes, I did. Unfortunately, it was actually really fucking good.
Yeah,
I liked it. It's a great Sad Horse Show.
It's a great fucking show.
I will forever quote that show.
What do you quote from it?
Do they know things? Let's find out. The Hollywood stars and celebrities.
Yeah. I quoted it at work today. As I left, I was like, as a wise woman once said, "Suck a dick, dumb shits."
That's another one too. That's another one. Suck a dick, dumb shits is one of my favorites as well. That was a good show. I like the way it was just it just was we did our thing and we got out. You know, it didn't keep pushing on like Supernatural.
They did want to keep pushing on.
Why though? It was good though. 5 seasons.
Well, no. So the showrunners was just hey, before we start writing what will be our last season, just let us know when it's the last season. We'll wrap it up. And they said they wanted 2 or 3 more seasons, and they said nope, this is gonna be your last one. So okay. So they wrapped it up. I mean, they could have explored a lot more of the issues with Todd and his parents. They could have explored BoJack's relationship with Hollyhock more, because they really didn't. It just kind of built up to them being close. Then he then he went to the college. I'm not gonna try and spoil too much. Then the rest happened with their relationship, and it's just there could have been a lot more to explore. But yeah, I think it ended well. It ended really well. The view from halfway down was fucking brutal.
Spoiler alert. How did you feel about Supernatural?
All right, so from here on out, we're going to be spoiling Supernatural's last 2 episodes, I'll say, and then we'll be done.
Yeah, well,
so just like with the last episode, and here we are r/signing off. Okay, time for Supernatural spoilers. I loved it.
I did too. So here's how I thought of it. Obviously, the second to last episode where they defeat God.
Yeah.
That was the finale. This was called the last episode was called Carry On. And I listened because they played "Carry On My Wayward Son." They played the original version, then they played like a really great like
an acoustic like song,
acapella kind of a version. And when I listened to the lyrics, that was the song that Supernatural fandom has adopted as the theme song.
Yeah.
And when you listen to the lyrics, it fits the show to a T.
Yeah, they picked the song very well.
The ending, like if you listen to the lyrics, like "Carry On My Wayward Son," there will be peace when you are done. The person that the song is written about is like has gone through some shit, and
finally gets to rest.
Finally gets to rest.
Yeah,
and that's what happened.
Yeah,
Dean was never going to get out of the life.
Dean was never going to stop hunting.
He was never going to stop hunting.
Like when he season 3, he died and went to hell, and Sam got a family and moved on. Like Sam was always going to move on.
And yeah, there was a couple times where I felt like Sam had kind of like moved on. I know that there was that one, and then
Dean went to purgatory and he kind of moved on.
And then the one where was it season 5 or 6 where Dean got a family?
Oh, season 5. End of season 5 into season 6.
Yes. So Dean got a family, but he couldn't stay away from it.
Yeah.
Like that was the thing. Like Dean was never going to leave.
Yeah.
But Sam did, and that was what the whole show started on, because you and I have started to rewatch.
Yeah.
Which we're going to take a break from a little while because it's sad and I don't want to start it over. But, yeah, it makes sense. The more that I've thought about it, the ending makes 100% sense.
I'm sick of people saying I can't believe they ended on a Monster of the Week episode. Literally 15 minutes of that episode is a Monster of the Week episode.
Yeah.
The first, 10 to 15 minutes is them having the brotherly love of damn, we don't really have much going on in our lives anymore. Let's go to a pie festival. They go to a pie festival, he pushes the pie in their face, they just get to laugh and have a good time. It's just hey, look, we're 2 brothers that love each other and we're just happy to be together. Then the Monster of the Week episode happens.
I thought that it was weird that they threw in that one vampire from season 10 seasons ago. I didn't feel like that was necessary.
Yeah,
but it happened.
It was kind of a way to stall them just killing him right on the spot, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just kind of weird. That was just a random loose end. The show has so many loose ends. They just kind of picked one and were let's tie that one up, I guess.
It was such a random loose end, though.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And so then he dies. So we're 25 minutes in to a 45-minute episode. The 10 very long minutes of him dying and then Sam burning the body and moving on and stuff, him leaving the bunker
was so sad.
It was painful to watch because you knew he was never gonna come back, and then even sadder, they didn't show what happened next. They showed 10 years later where he's married and has a kid now and he's walking around with little baby Dean.
Yeah.
And it's just what did he do for years? Because there's a lot of trauma going into that. We just defeated God. We just made the new God, basically. We set the world right in a way that they had never done before, and now the one person who's there with me is gone. And there's nothing I can do about it. And it's just that was just rough.
Yeah.
And then the finale, I'm not going to trash the real finale, the Inherit the Earth episode too much, because I know Supernatural doesn't have the biggest budget.
Which part about it are you talking about?
It it kind of felt anticlimactic. Like, you know, when you defeat God, you expect some level of high production level, end game, impressive, blow your mind scene.
That was a twist, though. I was not expecting that.
That Jack had just been absorbing all the power in the universe.
Yeah,
around
that
him.
was. I was not expecting that. You could have been like, "What's your guess?" And you could have given me 6 options, and that been one of them. I would not have guessed it.
Yeah.
You give me 3 options, I'm guessing that one. But 6, fucking, I'm out.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I think about it, and I'm like, you know what? We have too many. Just like everything ends happily, and with how TV and movies are going now,
everything ended both happy and sad. Like, it was life.
Exactly. That's it. And that's what I was saying before you rudely interrupted me.
I love rudely interrupting you.
But that's how TV and movies are going now. There's anti-heroes. There's no heroes. There's no villains. There's no cowboys wearing white hats and bad guys wearing black hats.
Yeah.
Like, it's complicated, and that's life.
Yeah.
You know? And Supernatural used to be... Supernatural was one of the first, like, kind of like anti-hero kind of like shows.
Yeah.
Then you get The Walking Dead and, you know, shit like that. That kind of The Sopranos, where it's like there's like a bad guy, you hate him, but, you know, but in Supernatural, like the good guys would work with the bad guys. You knew who the good guys were.
Yeah.
But bad guys could also be good.
Crowley was like kind of good but bad.
Yeah.
That's what I
was trying to get.
A lot of the angels were like good but very bad.
Yeah, they were elitist pricks.
Yeah. And no, it was definitely nice. With how many shows have fallen flat on finales, it was nice to just like, yeah, it wasn't a perfect finale. I'm sure it could have been better, but it was really good. It was good enough to be a finale and not leave me disappointed.
Exactly.
Like Dexter, disappointing
horrible.
as shit.
Game of Thrones,
horrible.
which I didn't watch, but I know the story.
Yeah.
And I know what happened because it was such a big deal.
The best way to sum it up is, imagine if you're watching Harry Potter and you go into the 7th movie completely blind. Hagrid kills Voldemort in like the first like 45 minutes of the film, and then it ends with Ginny killing Hermione because she went on like this murderous rampage out of nowhere where she started just like slaughtering villages, and it turned out Harry had no significance to the story at all. Like, it was just like that level of just stupid.
Who was the Harry in Game of Thrones?
Jon Snow.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
My big thing is, imagine the pressure of the Supernatural team to end 15 years on the most perfect of notes, and I think they hit it. I'm going to say that they hit it.
I think this episode's script was written so long ago. I could see the script being written back season 5 when they were thinking about ending the show.
It wasn't. I actually saw something with Eric Kripke where he talked about that this was not the ending that he had in mind, but it was the best ending for everyone, because he said that his ending was, he's like, this is a horror show and it was going to end like a horror movie.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, you wouldn't have.
But he also left at season 5, so okay.
Well,
so
he still had creative input. It's his show.
Yeah, but he left the show.
Yeah, and But I saw the interview earlier today.
But like, I think this episode has been written for a while, because like they knew it was gonna end at some point. They could have had any components. They didn't have to mention that Jack fixed Heaven. They didn't need to mention any of that. They could have said like, Heaven's better now because of this that happened in the season that they finally ended with.
I see what. Yeah,
like,
that makes 100% sense.
Because it was so Sam and Dean focused. It didn't matter who else was in their life.
This could have been at the end of season 12 or 13 or 14.
Yeah,
any season.
It could have ended with like, you know, Dean defeating Amara and Chuck dying. Like, it could have ended with that season finale. Like, and then they went on another hunt and then he dies. Like, it just always worked. Like, oh, now that God's gone, Castiel's running things in heaven, and this is the heaven he had envisioned. Like, you know, like they could have really just willy-nillied it into the end of any season as a finale, and it would have worked beautifully.
What do you think about Castiel?
I like that they brought him back off screen.
Yeah, they brought him back off screen. But I mean, so did he? Okay, so I don't really know. I saw an article where they were like, I can't believe they killed off Castiel as soon as he came out of the closet. Like, did he?
I don't think he did. That's just too pandery. That it's because, just like that one thing. I hate to keep bringing it back to Harry Potter, but like that one flow chart that showed like which had the most like fan fictions about them and like the parents of character, and it was like 90% gay. I don't know what's on fan fictioners' agendas, but they just
the gay agenda.
They just really want every male, like tough male character to be gay. And it's like, okay, it's cool. That's what you want. I'm not going to tell you you're like a bad person for wanting that, but that has never been the characters. Like, Castiel loved him like Dean loved Sam.
He's an angel, so he doesn't like feel sexual attraction, from what I know.
Yeah.
From how it was explained for 15 seasons.
Yeah, but
I have no problem with him being gay, but it was never like came. I mean, like it was never like.
It wasn't romantic love. It was like family love.
Yeah.
Like Cass it was kind of him like finally realizing like we are family, and I am like so in love that like I finally get to know what it's like to be part of like a family that like feels this way for one another, and that was his true moment of happiness.
And if he was gay, then perfect. I mean, that was that was good too. Like I don't care, but it was never mentioned. It was never just said straightforward like I love you in a gay way.
Yeah,
it was just like I love you.
Yeah, because I love you.
But also like the one thing that I saw was like I can't believe they killed off Castiel when he admitted that he was gay, and like he finally experiences one true thing of happiness, which is a common trope that happens in TV shows and movies.
Yeah.
Like the guy who's been secretly gay is gonna finally come out of the closet as he's dying.
Yeah,
and it's like, yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Which I don't want that to be the thing either. Which is kind of why I don't want him to be gay. It's not that I don't want him to be gay. It's just I don't want him to fall into that trope.
Yeah.
I want to actually, instead of regressing,
I think as
agenda, I want to push the gay agenda forward.
I think as an angel, he was asexual, which they should also be okay with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the A stands for.
That is something that was always shocked me, that the LGBTQ plus community is like actually surprisingly like against asexuals a lot.
It's because they're fucking annoying, but
they're just like, oh, that's not real. It's like, why is your thing real but mine's not?
Well, you're asexual.
No, but I'm saying like from their perspective.
I mean, you are a very sexual person.
Yeah, but who says I'm enjoying it?
I've heard.
I'm doing services to society by banging these broads.
Oh, is that what the episode is going to be called?
Banging
the broads.
Banging the broads. No, it's probably going to be Taryn's favorite word.
Sassafras?
Yeah, that's a good song.
Oh, is it not the N-word?
It is. My favorite word is not the N-word.
What is your favorite word?
I don't know. I don't really have one. Probably cunt.
You're a cunt, you're a cunt, you're a fucking cunt.
Anyway, so I thought the ending of Supernatural was superb, and it was the best it could have been. It could have been a complete flop, and it could have been terrible, and it could have left everyone disappointed, but didn't do that for me.
Would you say it's one of the best shows ever?
No.
Top 10?
Oh, yeah.
Top 5?
Okay, yeah, maybe it is up there for me then. I don't know.
I mean, I know BoJack's up there.
BoJack's number 1.
BoJack's your number 1.
BoJack's number 1.
Okay. Big Mouth?
No. It doesn't even crack the top 10. It's funny. It's funny as shit, and I laugh when I watch it, but I wouldn't like say like, oh, that's one of the best shows.
TV shows is really hard because there's like a different mood for everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, yeah, if I'm in the mood to laugh, I'm gonna watch Big Mouth, but I was like, it's not great.
Well, name one other like TV show to be in your top
Mandalorian.
5. Really?
Yeah.
1.5 seasons, and you're like top. What if it just shits out the rest of it?
Then it'll drop.
Okay.
Do you think Jon Favreau's gonna let us down?
He's never let me down.
Exactly.
Iron Man 1, 2, and 3 were awesome. Even though he really was only like 1 and 2, but.
Oh really?
I think he did 3. I think he did number 3.
Yeah.
But he had a lot of creative input. Like he had a lot of creative input in the Marvel universe. Like more than you think.
Yeah. Because he's a great director.
Well, he also started the MCU.
Yeah.
Like, he was the guy who kicked it off. Like, it was Iron Man 1 that kicked off the greatest thing ever known.
Then he kicked off the Star Wars TV universe.
I'm going to say that Chef is in my top 5 favorite movies.
Ooh.
Chef, Silver Linings Playbook, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump, really?
It is one of my favorite movies. I've watched that shit.
I'm surprised because I don't think we've seen like any of those movies together.
Mm-mm. But I will ask you every time I see it come up on Netflix.
Have you seen Silver Linings Playbook?
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Have you seen it?
Jennifer Lawrence is so hot.
Have you seen
Oh, your phone just went into the bottom of the couch.
I think it's a good time to end the episode.
Why? Because you don't have your phone, you little bitch? But we should probably end it.
Yeah. We're not really talking about much else.
But Supernatural, it was a very good ending, and it's sad. I definitely was, like, emotional. I was feeling emotions. I was like, I felt more emotional than when my ex broke up with me.
That's a whole lot of oof.
Yeah, did you get it?
No.
Okay.
It's down there.
All right. Well, Taryn lost his phone.
Yep. No more memes and nudes for me.
Yeah, which you shouldn't be looking at during the podcast, but that's because you have the attention span of a sea donkey. That is probably what a sea donkey would sound like.
I don't know.
I don't know what a sea donkey would sound like, but it's probably
What does a donkey sound like?
That's a sheep. I don't fucking know, man.
All right.
Okay, this is us.
This is the Surprisingly Sober Boys.
Check us out on Instagram and check us out on the Twitter at Surprising Twit and Surprising
Twitter account and
surprisingly, what is our fucking Instagram?
I think it's just Surprisingly Sober.
I don't know, man.
Or Surprisingly Podcast.
I think it's Surprisingly Podcast because we're unoriginal people. Surprisingly Podcast is it. Check us out there where you'll just see me posting photos of Taryn, and then the hot garbage that is our Twitter. Check that out. And we'll this is us r// signing off.